What's up, everybody? Before I start this video, I just want to warn everybody that there's going to be a lot of cringe contained here within. And I also know that in my comments section, especially when I'm talking about the Angry Video Game Nerd, I get a lot of comments where people are calling me cringe. So before I start this video, I'm going to attempt to decringify myself. Let's go. Alright, first things first, let's get rid of these 15-year-old boy hot topic lip rings and piercings. I'm not taking this nose ring out because it's a real bitch to put back in, so you just have to deal with that. Alright, next is the hair. I mean, the hair is the number one issue, number one problem, so let's do something about that. Okay, hair color's back to semi-natural color. Alright, now we have just a basic flannel shirt. Just pretend I'm Anthony Fantano talking about a bad record, and we should be good to go. I might even kick it up a notch, and Alright, I hope you find this new look more suitable, more mainstream, and maybe you won't focus on my fucking blue-colored hair as much. James Rolfe, aka the Angry Video Game Nerd. Yes, I'm doing another video on him because A, I made a new observation that I thought might be entertaining, and B, these videos always get views. We have all noticed a quality shift in the nerd videos in the past few years, and they only seem to be getting worse as each new episode drops, along with Jimmy's hairline. But going back to the past, I noticed one type of nerd episode that always faithfully sucked ass. The celebrity cameo episodes. Stick around as I discuss why these videos were just so damn hard to watch. This is Dancing with Ghosts. Before I start this off, I just want to say that I will not be counting E-celebs or James's friends or any of those kind of people in this discussion. I'm only talking about the people who were actually in TV or film. You know, old media shit. Now, you would think having an actual well-known actor or comedian on your show would equal comedic gold, right? Well, the exact opposite thing happened. The episodes featuring Lloyd Kaufman, Keith Apicary, Macaulay Culkin, and Gilbert Gottfried were some of the worst episodes of the series for my money. I don't know what happened to these people once they got onto the set of The Nerd, but it always got awkward and cringe-inducing with the quickness. Let's start with Lloyd Kaufman in The Toxic Crusader, episode number 111. In real life, Lloyd Kaufman is a director, screenwriter, producer, and actor who founded Troma Entertainment. Troma is an independent film and production distribution company that released movies such as The Toxic Avenger and Redneck Zombies. So it made sense that when James Rolfe decided to cover the NES game Toxic Crusader, he hit up his friend Lloyd to come be on the show. I wasn't able to find out exactly how they met, but Frankie from Red Cow Arcade knows Lloyd, so he can't be that hard to get in touch with. I'm kidding. Big Frankie fan, by the way. I don't know much about Lloyd Kaufman, to be honest with you. I'm just giving you the reactions that I had when I first watched this episode years ago, and yeah, the dude was cringe as fuck.
No! You gotta do it. Get me out of slow motion. I can't get it.
I'm sorry, there's just no other word to describe this guy or the people in this video. Cringe is a vital word to my descriptions of these celebrity cameos. So Lloyd comes on the show bringing a completely zany, wacky energy that might work in his Troma films, but did not work well with the nerd character, especially since it seemed like 90% of these jokes that Lloyd did sounded like improv, and James Rolfe is not an improv guy.
What's wrong with a little whoosh? Toxie loves whoosh.
Whoosh, whoosh.
Troma's whole history is whoosh.
Whoosh, whoosh.
In fact, nothing freaks James out more than making shit up on the fly. And he did everything he could to roll with Lloyd's cringy-ass attempts at being funny.
When I was a teenager in Tijuana, I had some pussy with wings, and that's what this is all about, man.
Interesting fun fact.
Now,
what I don't get... Yeah.
Time to beat would take me a long time to beat off to Justin Bieber, man.
It takes a long time.
That's long. My penis is pretty damn long right now, and I'm not even flaccid.
It's like Lloyd was told, okay, this is an internet show that the kids really like, so be funny. And this was his best attempt at being funny, I guess. It just came off as dirty grandpa humor to me. I never watched this episode again until preparing for this video. Up next, we have the Sega Activator Interactor and Menacer episode number 143, featuring Nathan Barnett portraying his character Keith Apicary. Yeah, did you know that was a character? Because I didn't. I thought he was just some weird Hollywood stunt guy, but no, Nathan Barnett has done a bunch of different things in Hollywood. He's pitched shows, he's been on TV. His character Keith Apicary was on America's Got Talent, and I'm not gonna lie, his performance was pretty dope. Definitely got those Napoleon Dynamite vibes, but either way, I did not feel like his character worked well with the angry video game nerd character. James has this really shitty ability of just never giving any new characters much introduction. Sometimes he does, but most of the time he just randomly throws new people on the screen and you're left scratching your head as to who they are and why are they even there. A lot of the criticisms that I had for Keith was written before I even knew he was a character, so I'm just going to disregard the dude's goofy appearance and tone of voice. But before I learned that he was a character being portrayed by an actor, I seriously thought that James had brought in one of his old friends from the special school he went to as a kid.
You're really chugging some gigabytes.
This episode was pretty much universally hated by AVGN fans at the time and even now. Keith was one of the reasons, but the second reason was all the needless breakaway objects that were used in the video seemingly pointlessly. Like, what was the point in all that? What was the point of building an entire ass room with all these smashable objects? And what did that have to do with Sega game console peripherals? The whole episode seemed off kilter compared to a normal AVGN episode. And you gotta love all the instant replays in the video. Like, they wanted to make sure you did not miss James or Keith smashing into some cheap breakaway table or wall. It really wasn't that interesting of a gimmick. Not to mention that I'm sure this video was expensive as hell to make, having to build that whole set, and all those breakaway things are very pricey if you try to buy it online. Trust me, I've looked into it before, don't ask why. The next god-awful celebrity cameo was Macaulay Culkin in episode 164, Home Alone Games. Now on paper, this seems like a cool idea. You have the actual actor who played Kevin McAllister in all of the movies on the couch right next to the nerd, playing his own games. But within the first few minutes of this episode, you quickly realize Macaulay Culkin is cringy as fuck nowadays.
But they all have Macaulay Culkin in them. I mean, how could you go wrong?
Like, what happened to this guy? Did he just completely forget how to act, or did Screenwave write a really awful script? Because, man, Mac is just awful in this video.
With special guest, the pizza boy.
Yep, that's me. I'm the pizza boy. Pizza boy, that's me.
They keep doing this really cringy tongue-in-cheek thing where the nerd will be like,
You know, I wonder what Macaulay Culkin's doing right now, if he's ever played these games. I wonder if he'd approve.
Nah, I don't think he would.
No, you say that like have you met him before?
Yeah, you could say so.
I gotta guess that Mac was a fan of the nerds, so his people probably reached out to the nerds people to see if they'd be interested in having him on their show, because Macaulay is clearly trying out a lot of the nerds' dramatic vocal cadences and failing miserably.
Every kid deserves a video game based on themselves, am I right? But no, they shat on me. They shat on my legacy. What am I gonna do? Fuck. What are they doing to me? Fuck.
God, it is so bad and not funny, hard to watch. Did nothing but damage Mac's acting credibility, if anything. And I've only showed you a little bit of this episode. The whole thing was like this. Up next, we have the train wreck Gilbert Gottfried cameo on the Life of Black Tiger episode number 170. Again, I gotta ask, what the fuck happens to these actors when they appear in a nerd video? Why do all their talents get sucked out of them when they're in the same room as the nerd? Gilbert Gottfried's acting is so fucking stilted in this episode. It's like he put almost zero effort into memorizing his lines. Everything he says sounds so unnatural, like he's reading it directly off of cue cards or something.
Okay, you got me. I like the smell and the feel of tiger urine on my clothes. And it makes a great fabric softener. I make a lot of the stuff around here.
Gilbert and James must not have given many fucks because at one point they both break character and just leave it in the scene.
I'm not educated enough for the guy who talks about buffalo shit in his basement.
I mean, this could be viewed as funny to some people, I guess, but I just viewed it as lazy acting. I'm not too big on comedians breaking the fourth wall like Jimmy Fallon did in every scene on Saturday Night Live. I want the jokes to land where they're supposed to land, not to mention it totally takes me out of the show when you break the character. This episode is just one poorly acted joke after another. Why is Gilbert Gottfried acting like an AI robot in this video?
It's an artistic interpretation of jungle life, you uncultured swine. I'm a goddamn artist, and this is my masterpiece.
I mean, I know the dude can act. He played the fucking toucan in Aladdin. Anyway, this episode was awkward as hell to watch, and just another example of why James should only act with people he's comfortable with, like his friends Mike and Bootsy. So I guess the final celebrity appearance is from a Tom Cruise impersonator. I feel like I'm really stretching with this guy, but whatever. He goes by the name of Not Tom Cruise. He's been on Late Night with Jimmy Fallon, the Animaniacs, and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, apparently. He was in the Mission Impossible episode number 182 of Angry Video Game Nerd. There's not really much to say about the guy aside from the fact that he kind of looks like Tom Cruise and is very creepy. But he was kind of funny, I guess.
How can anyone copy a face as perfect as mine? Yeah, it's me, Tom Cruise. And yeah, I've been the Angry Video Game Nerd the entire time. See the nerd room back here? Yeah, all a green screen. It's fake Hollywood magic. Woo!
So yeah, I think James works best when he interacts with people he's comfortable with in his little bubble of friends. Examples such as all of Mike Matei's infamous characters, the Glitch Gremlin, Bored James, and the few Kyle Justin interactions go to show that James can do funny work with other people. He just has to be comfortable with them, and you can obviously tell he was not comfortable at all with any of these celebrity collaborations. But what did you think? Did you find any of these celebrity collab videos enjoyable? Let me know why you did. Maybe you thought they were so bad they were good. And before I go, just as a dishonorable mention, Pat the NES punk cannot fucking act for shit. Anyways, good night, everybody.
Hey, relax. Relax. It's just a video game. It's only a Nintendo World Championships gold card. It's just the most sought after video game on the planet.